Okay, when we do a regression analysis, what we're looking to do is make a prediction. I might want to predict your final grade based on the number of hours you spent working on the class, or I might want to predict your GPA in college based on your SAT scores, or anything, your weight based on your height, anything like that. The biggest thing is we need to know which is the dependent variable and which is the independent variable. The dependent variable is the variable we're using to make a prediction. So it's kind of like our base data, what we have to start out with. And then we're going to predict some other set of data. So what I'm going to look at doing for our vet data is look at predicting the cost of the vet visit based on the weight. Because I think that animals who weigh more, might tend to have a little bit higher vet costs. So, based on, if you weigh more, you probably need more medication, and that's going to cost you more money. So, to do this, we're going to go to our Data tab and choose the Data Analysis button, and we're going to choose the Regression option. Up comes a box. In the input Y range, I want to highlight my dependent variable. So in this case, dependent variable is cost, because my cost is what I am trying to predict cost based on weight. In my input Y range, I'm going to highlight my weight, making sure I get the whole column. After that, all you have to do is click the Labels button, because if you notice, I did highlight the labels, and that's very good. Now I'm going to have to highlight it again. That's very good practice to do. I'm going to start at the very top and highlight the label, because it's just going to keep everything organized. And then I'm going to hit OK. And what's going to pop up is my output. And I'm not interested in all of the output. I'm interested in just a few things. I'm interested in the R squared. So I'm going to highlight that for you. That tells me how good the prediction is. So in this case, it's about 12% of cost is predicted by weight. Not a lot, but it's still something. And I'm also interested in these down here, the intercept and the coefficients. So what I'm interested in is writing an equation based on this. Y equals, and we always start out y equals, we write the intercept down, 100.3.5, plus the variable. So in this case it's weight, 1.07, and that one gets an x. And that would be the equation I would use to make predictions. So if I wanted to make a prediction for cost based on my 98-pound German Shepherd, I would put 98 in where I see the letter x. If I wanted to make it for my 115-pound lab, I would put 115 in for x, etc. Now this can all get copied and pasted. So we're going to copy and paste this. And it can go right in Word. And you'll notice that some of it gets cut off. And that's absolutely fine. That's not data that we're interested in, so it's perfectly fine to have that end part of the data cut off. And that's all we have to do for regression analysis. The biggest part is making sure you get your independent and your dependent variable straight. Remember, independent is the x variable, dependent is the y, so please read your assignment carefully to ensure you got the right ones going in the right columns.